Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Godzilla Advent Calendar. My name is Matthew, 2022 edition of course, and today we are doing another spin the wheel section. Let's go ahead and pick one. Last time we got the Funko Pop NECA Godzilla from GVK, the original version, because I don't have the exclusive. Let's give this thing a whirl. Lots of lag. And one of my favorite NECA figures. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. You guys remember back in Matthew 2000 when I said that the NECA 89 was the most detailed Godzilla? Yeah, I stand corrected after reanalyzing this figure. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Godzilla 2022 Advent Calendar. My name is Matthew, and today we have day 2, which is the NECA Godzilla 1989. Let's be honest. This figure is so freaking cool. Overall, I think that this is honestly one of the best NECA Godzillas and best Godzilla figures, period. And I think I can speak for all of us when I say that this is the turning point of NECA's Godzilla figure line that would forever continue to change the game, and it was NECA's A game. No questions asked. Any questions asked will be shot down, because you'll just be handed this figure and said, this is A game. Previous ones, plus game. This is A game. And going forward, A game, A game, A game. Maybe not so much of the Mothras, but even then that's debatable given the things they had to work with. But overall, this is spectacular. Overall, the face looks like a frog, as he did in the movie. The detail work is just crisply clean. Look at that! This is so cool. And even after all these years of owning the figure, I still think it's one of the best. Overall, I definitely do think that this is one of the best figures of all time, period, because of how much detail's just jam-packed into this little guy. Come on, there's literally no discussion about that. In terms of colors, I got some eyes, obviously, yellow, black, not too much to write home about. You also got some kind of sandy yellow, white, bone-colored for the spines. Obviously continues down to the tip of the tail, which is nice. Something that all Godzilla should have. Claw paint's looking pretty good too. Toe claws are looking pretty nice as well. And I think they should have added some dry brushing or maybe some splash of color right here. Just give it more of a roughed up, dirty look. But I mean, that's alright. Oh, and also the mouth. It kind of looks like a butthole. Not gonna lie. Why am I even allowed to talk in these videos? I don't know. But as well, there is some more detailing to be found in the figures. My hair's a mess. But I think overall that this figure is definitely worth the purchase just for the detail alone. If this was just a statue, that would be great on its own. But of course, it features articulation. Why? Because it's an action figure. A NECA action figure. A NECA action figure. Pretty sure that joke's been made before. For articulation, you have quite a bunch. You have articulation at the jaw, open and closes, 2 ball joints at the head and neck, respectively. Articulation, ball joints at the shoulders, ball joint and hinge joint combos at the elbows. Of course, rotate, bend in, now swivel at the wrists, and twist and turn at the wrist. Clench in the fingers, so you can kind of clench the fists a little bit in case you want to. So that's pretty nice on its own as well. Also, I guess I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of this. Does it work? Don't think it works for this angle. There we go. Gotcha. For the hips, you kind of go in and out a little bit. Not really, actually, not that much. The hips are really the most limited joint of the bunch, because due to the design of how bulky and thick the suit actually was, the figure itself being modeled directly after the suit doesn't have a whole lot of play value with the legs. So if you try to like try to lift up the leg, you'll see that like the sculpted in fold is fixed. It has obviously has a fixed position, but as it goes, it kind of separates it and goes diagonally. And then you have this part which ends up jabbing against this part, and you don't really want that. Otherwise, you'll have grinded up sculpt. Bend it at the knee, of course. Look at that bend. And ball joints at the feet, of course. Both sides. Ball joints at the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So beautiful segment. I love this. Not too much really else to write home about, but this figure is jam-packed with not accessories, articulation. But speaking of accessories, sorry, he comes with a beam effect. As you guys can clearly see, this kind of beam effect is really rock solid. Maybe I'm holding it up too close to the camera. I don't know. It's really odd to see figures, especially. Okay, you know, I actually should like blast it. Okay, so childish transition out of the way. Do I overall recommend this figure? Well, actually, first off, the beam is made of white plastic with some, to fix the camera, translucent plastic, obviously, with some really dusty, kind of really bright white paint over top to create like this dusty spray, or maybe even snow effect too, kind of mist almost, very fiery. Although one of them is literal fire, so. I overall think it's worth the purchase, you know. $30, $20, you can't go wrong with this. It is truly a steal of a deal figure. Overall, I think this is one of NECA's best figures, and thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys next time on the Godzilla 2022 Advent Calendar. Peace out, everybody.